What is good, Steelers Nation? Welcome back to the channel, guys. We have some more breaking news, notes, highlights, and observations from another day here in Pittsburgh for training camp. In this video, I'm going to break down all the guys who look good, some guys who look bad, but overall the day and atmosphere of another day in Pittsburgh for training camp. I got you covered with everything you need to know, including all of these one-on-ones that were electric yesterday, including one between Joey Porter Jr. and George Pickens that we will be looking at going forward in the next couple of minutes here. Before we get into the video, though, make sure you guys do me a huge favor as Deontay Johnson gets a huge touchdown right there versus his defender, Deontay Johnson, a guy who really looking good so far in camp. But guys, hit that like button really quickly so we can get this video to all of the Steelers fans out there. Also, subscribe to the channel if you're new. Join the family. I will be covering the entirety of the offseason, which includes the rest of free agency, trades, training camp, preseason, regular season, as well as live streaming games every single Sunday. So make sure you guys are here for that, as well as check out today's sponsor, Underdog Fantasy. Link is in the description if you want to play in some best ball leagues with me, as well as do some higher and lower, which I'm going to be doing every single Sunday, an hour before kickoff. Going to be putting in some of those best ball league drafts in higher and lower as Jaylen Warren gets down the sideline for a touchdown. But without any further ado, let's get into the video. As you see here, Calvin Austin with the speed gets down the right sideline for a huge play down the right side of the field. Looked amazing. Now, there was some injuries in practice that didn't look amazing. Cornerbacks, Chandon Sullivan grabbing his left knee during one-on-ones. At first it looked bad, although, a little bit later he got to his feet, started walking without assistance, and he actually looked to be pretty okay. But that was definitely scary. And then the biggest news of the day, or maybe not the biggest, but one of the biggest, was Corey Trice Jr. on the final play of the second team session. He went down early in the play and did not look good. I believe he got carted off, or definitely got assistance getting off the field. It looked pretty serious and did not look great for him. A guy who's been, breaking out, to say the very least, so far in camp. Rookie camp, mini camp, looked amazing, and he continued to do so over the last couple of days of practice. Hopefully, it's not as bad as it looked. Now, the bulk of the starting line walked, or were, playing together for the most part. You got Okafor, you got Kevin Dotson, Dan Moore, James Daniels, and Broderick Jones. They look pretty good together. You also saw linebacker Chappelle Russell was, very hyped up, man. He was one of the biggest, spark plugs at practice. Man was feeling the energy. He was bringing the energy, feeling good, and having a good day. So he was excited to get to practice today. That was something that I took note of because, it was just like, you like that energy, especially in camp, where a lot of guys are just like trying to work, but you get him out there with the energy. So that was amazing to see. But overall, a good day of practice as we head into, the beginning stages of preseason, and the games are starting to come up here. The pads are coming on, so it's getting really fun. There's been a lot of guys who have been, this is the play. Look at this, guys. Look at this. Incredible. Watch this. Oh my God. And you know what? Look at this. A little bit disrespectful giving the ball back, but what a grab there by George Pickens, who is looking to have another breakout season, man. He is an absolute dog. No pun intended. I don't mean that. He's a Georgia Bulldog. The man is an absolute dog, man. And he continues to show that every single day in practice. But so far, the guys who've been breaking out for the Steelers, Hakeem Butler has looked pretty good. Allen Robinson, Broderick Jones. There's been Nick Herbig, my apologies. Nick Herbig, damn, I keep mixing up the brothers. Nick Herbig, the outside linebacker, looks amazing. They're loving what they're seeing out of Darnell Washington. And then defensively, Mark Robinson is a guy who they're loving. DeMarvin Leal, a versatile beast, a monster, athletic freak. They're loving him. They bring in Quan Alexander, who might be a starting linebacker day one. Joey Porter Jr., besides getting, kind of mossed by George Pickens, he did end up with his first interception of training camp, so that was good. We also saw a little bit of Minka Fitzpatrick, Patrick Peterson as well. But man, Elijah Riley is another guy who's been breaking out, as well as Kenny Robinson. So those are guys who've been standing out in practice so far. Just want to keep you guys updated with some of these news, notes, highlights as we progress through the rest of training camp. I think the first day or the first game, Hall of Fame game, is on Thursday. I will be live streaming that game. I believe it's Jets Browns. Probably won't be seeing too many of the young guys playing in that game, or the vets, I should say. You won't be seeing much of the vets in that game, but we will be live streaming that game. If you guys want to come check it out with me, dude, I love Calvin Austin. I think this dude could be really special. I'm hoping he does because I have him in my Dynasty League. But like I said, if you guys want to play in some fantasy leagues with me, check out Underdog Fantasy. It's a best ball league. You don't even have to touch anything. You just draft your team, and it will do everything for you. It will play your best players every single week, which will make it so much fun. I can't wait to do that every single Sunday. If you guys want to join in, make sure you guys check out the promo code. Use it. They'll match your deposit, and you'll hear about that all in this next segment. But I appreciate you guys coming through. Hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, join the family, turn on post notifications, and comment down below one player that you think can break out for the Steelers here next season, whether that be a rookie, a veteran, a second-year player. Who do you think is going to have a monster season with the Steelers next year? And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace. This video is brought to you by Underdog Fantasy. And if you love playing fantasy sports like football, basketball, baseball, and so many other sports, but also love being able to win money, you're going to want to stick around for this whole segment. Introducing Underdog Fantasy, the ultimate platform for fantasy sports lovers. Do you want to experience the thrill of drafting your team and competing for huge prizes? Well, look no further. With Underdog Fantasy, you get access to a wide range of fantasy sports, including football, basketball, baseball, and so much more. But here's what makes Underdog Fantasy stand out from all of those other apps. They've got quick and user-friendly drafting process, a unique and exciting game formats, fair and competitive contests for all skill levels, and attractive bonuses and promotions. Not only can you draft teams and compete with others, but you can also play a game of higher and lower, which is personally my favorite thing to do on there, but you can potentially win 20 times the money you put down. And if you use code MattyDubs when you sign up, Underdog will match your first deposit up to $100. And what that means is basically when you deposit, let's say $100, they'll give you a free $100 to use and play with. Click the link in the description to get started, or head to the website right now to start dominating the fantasy world. And don't miss out on all the fun. Be a part of the Underdog community starting now. And don't forget, if you use code MattyDubs, they'll match your first deposit up to $100. Let's get started. Get into drafts with me starting today.